Hey, what's up guys? This is Alex, and in this video I'm gonna talk about a really important step, a necessary step when you want to overcome fear. This step is called acceptance. I already made a video about the first step to overcome fear, which is identification. You first have to identify your fears, because if you don't know what fears you have, you won't really be able to do anything about them. So let me introduce you to the second step to overcome your fears. Now, some people might say, I don't want to accept my fears. I don't want to experience them. I want to fight them. I want to get rid of them. How should I accept them? Why should I accept them? Now, I was like that for a long time too. I used to either suppress my fears, resist my fears, or fight my fears in a way. It was just a constant inner battle, and the result was pretty much that the fear only got amplified by that. It just got stronger, and I experienced it a lot more than before, just because I tried to suppress it and resist it. And I think many of you might be familiar with the saying, what you resist persists. This applies especially to fear and to quote-unquote bad emotions in general, like sadness or anger. So why do you have to accept your fears when you want to overcome them? Well, the status quo is that you fear a certain situation. How do you want to change the status quo if you don't accept the status quo in the first place? Acceptance really forms a basis for change and for growth. You don't have to say, I like my fear, I love my fear. No, that's not necessary. You can say, I don't like my fear, but I accept it. Acceptance is very easy. Well, it's not easy actually, it's simple but not easy. You can say to yourself, if you experience fear that is triggered by a certain situation, you can say to yourself quietly or out loud, whatever you prefer, I accept my fear. And you will realize that the fear already begins to dissolve in a way. When it is not a strong kind of fear, well, sometimes it might just dissolve completely if you just accept it. I experienced this with not so strong fears, with weaker fears, that they already dissolved when I accepted them. And this applies as well to sadness or anger in a way. So if you feel a little bit angry, just say, oh, I accept my anger, and the anger will already begin to dissolve. So acceptance of emotion in general is very key if you want to gain more control over your emotions, if you want to increase your emotional intelligence. Acceptance is just a step you won't be able to avoid. Okay, now another thing with this acceptance of emotions thing is that emotions are created by yourself. Now, you might say, these emotions that I have are triggered by situations. Well, emotions are just your response to the situation. So there might be a situation and two people act in the complete opposite way. Someone might be happy according to the situation, and the other one might be very sad or angry. Emotions are created by yourself. Maybe I'll make a more detailed video about this. Right now I want to just explain it to you in some short sentences. Emotions are created by yourself. It is just your reaction to the situation. And if you don't accept these emotions, well, in a way you don't accept yourself. And if you don't accept yourself, you won't be able to increase your self-esteem. Your self-esteem will get, well, some kind of destroyed by this non-acceptance, because Self-acceptance is pretty much the key to self-esteem. If you don't accept the emotions that you feel, you will have big trouble in making any progress with your self-esteem. I will make another video about this, about self-acceptance in general. Right now I just want to explain to you that acceptance is really key if you want to overcome your fears and anxieties. So that's it basically. Accept the fear that you feel, accept the emotions, and you have formed a basis for change and for growth. In the beginning it will be quite hard. It is simple but not easy, but try it, and well, you will make progress over time if you just build the habit of accepting your emotions when you feel them. So that's it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, go out there, face your fears, be courageous and express yourself. I will see you in the next video. Peace!